All right, let's kick it off with Clash at the Castle. We've got Edge and Rey Mysterio versus the Judgment Day. Who do you got?
Well, that's the only thing. Thanks for that build up. Very, very anticlimactic to say the least.
Well, I have a feeling that
quick,
Dom is going to turn on his
It's
parents.
not a feeling.
So.
It's guaranteed. Not a feeling. It's obvious. It's been waited on by many at this point too long. He won't hit Rhea Ripley at all. With the he just after all the things she's done, he couldn't even make anyone think he had a shot at hitting her. So, yeah, man. I don't think it's just Stockholm Syndrome either. I think full-fledged going to turn on Ray. He's not the most convincing heel in the world so far, but you can just see already that it's going to happen. So I think I'm going against my word. I don't like going for the Judgment Day, especially after what Vince did to him, but maybe on the trips. And I think we've seen in the last few weeks with Finn picking up victories, and even though Priest lost the match against Edge, he still was in the main event in Canada against Edge. So you can already see, and then don't even start on Rhea. Rhea this entire time has been untouchable, it seems like. So, yeah, man, I think Judgment Day is due for this victory, and Rey Mysterio's, we talked about Prince of Rey Mysterio for all our long time listeners.
In the beginning.
I told you guys a long time ago that Dominic has to take his father's mask. Hopefully. Don't have to happen this time, like right now, of course. But down the line, maybe even at Mania, we end up getting Dominic versus Mysterio mask. You take the mask, and I don't know, Dominic got to shave that stupid mullet or something. I don't know. Something like that.
Don't put
mask
that as a
hair
stipulation because I will vote. I swear.
Anyway.
I swear. I will be so against Dominic if that's the stipulation. Like, he needs to get that crap off his head. Anyway.
But Judgment Day.
I agree. This is one instance where I agree. Next up, we've got Seth Rollins and Matt Riddle. This feud has been blowing up all over the internet since Monday, and Seth said that scathing promo about Matt not having access to his children and being divorced, and then all of the other stuff. Yeah, good stuff.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Honestly, I'm looking at the way I'm booking this, and man, my card probably won't. I'm telling you guys now, probably won't go this way because I'm looking at it and I'm like, I'm very heel heavy. You guys really will see in a second. So some of this is bound to change, right? Because you got to give them something positive. But we'll see.
You don't.
No, but I know how it goes. That's in wrestling. That's usually how it happens. At least one or two feel good moments, especially specifically here. Because I honestly, I'm picking Seth still to win this thing because I don't know. I think Seth needs it, not necessarily more than Riddle, because Riddle you can make a case Riddle needs it more. He's just coming off the little injury thing, and even though it was all simulated or whatever,
and Randy left him.
Well, Randy's hurt, so
Randy left him. He abandoned Matthew. Look what not having guidance has done for his character.
I think it's actually helped him. He's like everywhere they went so far, they screamed for Riddle as if, the only people who think he's an asshole is the people who know him backstage. Yeah, people who taking stuff that's not on television, because on television you would think Riddle is like
his face.
Top 10 babyface, top 5 babyface in the company. Well, probably 5 babyface. When he's fighting Roman, you heard that. If you watch that match, yeah, they wanted Roman to lose that night to Riddle, believe it or not. But anyway, the point is, everyone's not you. Everyone don't have the viewpoint of you when it comes to Riddle. But the point I'm making about this is that he, in this situation, you cannot let your personal biases get in the way of my prediction.
All of my predictions are clouded by personal bias.
I'm not talking about your prediction right now, though. I'm trying to explain mine.
Oh, go ahead.
You said it in interjecting that you hate Riddle.
Miani.
I get that you hate Riddle, but I'm pointing out that there are great cases for him to actually win this match, because you can continue the feud even if he wins. Like, I was under the understanding that to make this a long thing, because I feel like Seth is probably going to bother him until Randy or Cody comes back, most likely, or they're probably going to be in a situation until then. So, if that's the case, Riddle can definitely win the match and then just get like attacked afterwards for Seth's sake. But I'm still going with Seth to win this one because I feel like you can continue it that way also. So I just wanted to make that point though because I didn't think about that until much later that, you know what, you can make the case for Riddle winning this. Specifically the way I'm booking this, but we can keep going.
Yeah, I know I just said all of that dislike about him, but I actually got him to win this because he has to win after Seth brought
look how
up.
nefarious this is.
It's not nefarious. There was no subterfuge.
That's all this is.
I actually dislike him.
You downed him this whole time just to say he's gonna win.
He is. I can like a person and know that they're not gonna win this. And I just have a feeling Seth isn't gonna win this.
I just don't think he needs to keep losing. He lost 3 times to Cody. Those made sense. That's all. He hasn't really had a match like really on a show that was a few like on a main show because they took SummerSlam away. So
they did take
because of the Riddle. So yeah, it's just part of me felt like he was gonna win at SummerSlam, and I think he'll win here. But hey,
we'll see.
I just gave you the argument for the other side, so.
I know you did my job for me. Next up, we've got the Intercontinental Championship. We've got
just say it, Gunther
versus
Walter
versus Sheamus.
You keep calling him Walter.
Okay.
You want to? Doesn't matter. I know what you're talking about.
I don't like that word.
Gunther is winning.
I want Sheamus to win.
A lot of people want a lot of things, but the only thing I can tell you that I want from this match is them to beat the hell out of it, and that's beat the hell out of each other, and that's the only thing that's guaranteed here. They're gonna beat the hell. It's gonna be chops. It's gonna they both of them might be red. Like Sheamus is his chest is gonna look crazy. I can't wait to see that because he got the pale skin. It's about to be red because Walter's about to chop the hell out of him. Sheamus is already really stiff. This is gonna be really fun to watch. Physical, a Donnybrook, if you would.
Let's not do that again. I think I'm picking Sheamus because like one title has to change hands, right? Right.
I mean, all right. Who says it won't? Other title matches.
I'm picking this one to be the one to change hands.
No way. Go ahead.
Because I mean they're in Europe.
So?
Gunther has no ties there.
I was about to say he's Austrian.
Gunther has no ties.
Just because Sheamus from Ireland, who gives a stop? That's the reason why they get to see Sheamus. Because he's from Europe.
If I have Drew losing, I have to put the other one over. I can't. It's not balanced. It's not balanced if I don't.
What a spoil sport. But anyway, keep going.
I know, right?
What's next?
Spoiler coming up soon. Then we've got Bayley, Dakota Kai, Io Sky versus Bianca, Asuka, and Alexa.
Unfortunately, I hope it's not Asuka, but I don't see the baby faces.
Alexa can take that pin.
I would like to say it's automatic, but that she would, but I can't even guarantee that because Asuka definitely very, very well could be the one to take it. I think again though, maybe even through, of course, I think through nefarious tactics, Bayley pins Bianca. And I think that can set up a nice little reintroduction to that feud for the title. For the Raw
Unless
title. It's too early in their eyes, but I don't. Why not? And if not, if you don't want to do that, let Io pin Asuka and start something there if you want to. Either way it goes, I just pointed out, Sky and Kai and Bayley is who I'm picking to win.
I agree. I've got no complaints on that. Next up, SmackDown Women's Championship, Liv Morgan versus Shayna Baszler.
Yeah, like I mentioned before, everything about this angle, even on the most recent, especially on the most recent episode when they kind of did the promos and Liv basically straight face, I'm not gonna tap out, and you know what? I'm gonna take your arm, I'm gonna break your arm, which is definitely a shift because Liv, I don't think Liv has ever won a match with submission.
No,
ever. So. It'll be very, very interesting to see how that plays out. She's definitely going to get tortured and get put in situations where you're going to probably feel sorry for her throughout the match because I know what Shayna's offense is all about. And I think Liv is going to find a way to come back, roll up. Hell, even if it end up being another weird finish, I still would. Either way it goes, I feel like as long as Liv Morgan survives as champion, then I think this is a success. If she does not, even though I love Shayna, I still have to kind of be like, the trips. This is basically still the same thing. Even though she may have survived a little bit longer than Nikki Ash, it's basically the same thing. You didn't do this, but a Money in the Bank winner who's a woman wins the championship and nothing comes of the reign.
Yeah.
Even if it leads to us getting Shayna on top. But again, I think even the people who want Ronda and Shayna to meet, it's not going to happen right now like that. I don't think it wouldn't be like automatically after Shayna would win. It's going to take time. They're obviously slow building that, whether it is for Ronda and Shayna to become a team down the line, or whether it is for them to butt heads and actually, have a feud. So I think we just got to give all that time for all the people who want that to happen. But Liv Morgan retaining just seemed like the right choice.
I agree, and I'm going to say this, and then it's going to contradict me saying that Liv is going to win. But her character has progressed from being like just psychotic and kind of crazy to just delusional. Now I feel like she's just delusional now.
Who that?
Liv.
Liv? Okay.
Like, I'm not saying she's not going to win. Because like I said, I do have her to win. But she has to be delusional to think that she is going to break Shayna's arm. Like, you can't be okay in the head if you think that that's how that's going to go. If that's how, I'll believe it when I see it. I'll leave it at that.
Yeah, that's why I say she'll probably survive. Now they definitely just said straight up, usually when a babyface say something like that, a submission probably will have something to do with the finish. But it's just really, like you said, it's really tough for me to believe that. But hey, it'll be something, won't it? If she does pull it off, it'll be something.
It will. Okay, last up, the undisputed WWE Universal Championship match. We've got Roman Reigns, the tribal chief, the head of the table.
God mode.
Yeah. What was the other one?
Undisputed heavyweight champion.
There's another one.
It's probably something else, but it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. The one, Roman Reigns versus Drew McIntyre, the Scottish psychopath.
Not anymore. It's like I don't know what he is now. Is he a superhero now? Superman? Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
He's a warrior. Scottish warrior, carries the big sword, kilt sometimes, whatever. Big
Roars.
Big absolute beast.
Burly, yeah.
Let's just say it that way. A beast.
Cat father.
I guess I can't say that.
Cat father.
Yeah. Doesn't matter. Too many nicknames as it is. The Chosen One back in the day.
Oh,
there you go. That's another one.
That's a good one.
Got a lot of them.
All right. Who you got?
Oh, okay. Well, I'm sticking with Roman Reigns. I've made a lot of. I've played this scenario out multiple times, and I can see plenty of ways for Drew McIntyre to come out of this as champion. In all honesty, but it's just again. I really think that having both belts on the line here for Roman in this situation really makes it hard for me to see Roman still losing it. Like I said, maybe it's 2 years of programming. Maybe it's just me wanting to stick to old school booking because I'm used to kind of how Vince would do this where the babyface would end up standing tall on the go home show and then lose or not. Whoever's standing tall on the go home show is probably not going to win the main event or whatever, usually. Mm-hmm. But I like I said, I think separating the titles and then Drew becoming world champion would be a more satisfactory conclusion. But honestly, I know I'm speaking from my perspective. I know the people that's over there, in Wales, and I know the people who are going to be at those shows. It's going to definitely be hard to really pull this off without. I think they have to do it in a certain type of way because if it's done the wrong way, the people over there would not be happy. So I don't necessarily know how it's going to go. I can't really predict that much, but the only thing I say is that Roman will walk out still your champion. And maybe, I could be wrong on my prediction, but still get the result. As like, for example, Roman could lose the match, but still be champion. Mm. So it doesn't, it wouldn't work for me, but it wouldn't work for me, but it wouldn't work for my prediction, but it would still keep the result that I think is probably the most likely result coming out of this. But hey, we will see. Who do you have? Do you differ? You already mentioned who you have. We don't. But why are you picking Roman?
I'm picking Roman because I old school booking. And two, I agree. I personally feel like they need to separate these titles and Clash at the Castle. God damn it. Clash at the Castle is not going to be the place where they separate them. I don't want to say this, like, lately these premium live events have just been that, premium live events. There has not been any dramatics to them, which makes me think that maybe this one will be different, but my gut tells me it won't be different. So
okay, now now that you say that, I do have to ask you, like, if it hasn't been no dramatic, what the hell is flipping the ring?
No.
Okay, all right, okay.
I don't
explain
mean
it, please.
I don't mean dramatics as in like it's not been entertaining. I mean dramatics as in like, you know how you go to a live event, a live show, and it's fun, but it's not the outcome isn't the champion is always gonna win or the babyface is always gonna win.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't think that's gonna. I don't know. I see what you're saying, but those were glorified house shows. So what you're talking about will piss everybody off. What you're talking about will piss everybody off. Because
sure
nobody over there wants that. Because that's the problem. That's the reason why this was so different. Because since they've done shows over there like Insurrection back in the day, but those were glorified house shows. They don't count. So
I'm just saying some of their
they're comparing this to SummerSlam '92.
Some of their pay-per-views to date have been
SummerSlam. Could be wrong. Go ahead.
Premium live events.
Okay, all right, if that, but I see at least I do understand at least your thought process. I don't agree, but I understand your thought process.